EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Fields
on the move to his left. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back to throw. Fields
forced out to his left.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end line. And that recovered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Herbert.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Here's Fields on the sneak.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of the game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And London, the motion man right. And complete to Drake London. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Fields rolling to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And London, the motion man right. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Ritter. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
What is it?
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Ritter on the 4th down try. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run with Herbert, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's got his man London right side. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On play action, here's Ritter. Looking there for points, but intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. A give left side here for Herbert.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Fields.
Steps away. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach
approach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone. After that,
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. In motion, Hollins. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 2nd down, Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Fields. Out to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Flushed out right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fields on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Flush to his, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. T.J. Edwards coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. More than motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a as they look to try and finish this one off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hand off right side for Herbert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Herbert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Running here with Herbert. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to perhaps salt this one away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
That'll do. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, options out left. First carry now for Gus Edwards. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 30 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think you're earning yourself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want them to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time. Runs like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes in. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
What the goal is to get back into this game The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, Heineke. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now Heineke. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Looking to throw right away. Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Pickett. Eluding the pressure. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Pickett changing the play. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
Searching.
Absolutely reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the opponent.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Third and long now. Ritter under pressure. They got him again. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Ritter on the fourth down try. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. And incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. First carry for Najee Harris. That one good for 14 yards in a Steeler first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Pickett now on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say a spot right in midfield at the 50. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Pickett to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Pickett. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because
there he goes, left side. That one good for 33 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back
you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Ritter now on 2nd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man rumble. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Ritter off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson from 8 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game,
just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Pickett sets up play action.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bud Dupree.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he...
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. In motion, Hollins. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Ritter to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Ritter now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Ritter with it after the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
That's some losing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A 54-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First and 10, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And it's caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Pickett.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ritter on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's got some space here. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 44 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Until about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by JefeToe. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. On play action, here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's Ritter.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And
his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Hey, let's make a play, boys.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion